Red Hawk Fractured Frontier has been out for a few days now, so we took a break from draft to see if he's worth it so you don't have to. Red Hawk Fractured Frontier is a 3/8 that reads on reveal -1 power for each enemy card here, quick draw +1 power instead. So short answer is no, I do not think this card is worth a break from draft, and if you want a longer answer than that then feel free to stick around, but if you came here purely for that then sorry to disappoint. As usual, I'll do my deck breakdown soon, show you guys the gameplay and then do the full-on review at the end. But as for now, I was really struggling on where to place this card. It really didn't feel like it belonged in those like tarantula style lists, and the quick draw on it is very clunky. I think there were very few games that I actually managed to get the quick draw to go off, and that is a bit of a shame. But let me show you guys the deck that I ran. So this is a wacky deck. You're probably looking at it and trying to figure out what's going on. But after the other day, when talking about Surta and looking into the deck a little bit more, I was like, do we think we can make this work in modern day Snap? Now, what I have here is not optimal, I don't think. I wanted to see if I could throw a bit of a quick draw list together with a bit of a Surta list. So let me just break it down real quick. We have Quicksilver in here because Thanos is in here, so you want to try and get those stones out quickly. We have Doc Ock. Now Doc Ock works perfectly because we're running 3/3-drop quick draw cards. Unfortunately, in most of my games, I would have Doc Ock and then I would not have any of the 3-drop quick draws on the left side of my hand, and I would always have SKAAR. And somehow, come turn 3, I would not draw my 3-drop quick draws hardly any of the time. So I was very unfortunate there. Again, I'd probably ruin some of the gameplay moments, but at the same time, I think it's worth explaining what works and what doesn't. Doc Ock then coincidentally felt clunky because then I was hoping, oh, maybe I can get Red Hawk for the video. Let me just not play Doc Ock because then my turn 3 draw is no longer predictable. To then just not draw him anyway. Bit of a shame. Next up we have Venus. Now, Venus might feel a bit strange, but there's a couple of uses for her here. We have her for Red Hawk. If Red Hawk procs on the plus, he gets extra power. Like if he just got 1+ power, Venus then allows Red Hawk to go up an extra, putting him within range of Surta and SKAAR. Jane Foster, then also working off of that when you buff your own cards, hopefully then buffing them up to the level for those 2 cards too. We have Groot, who is now a 3/9, if you guess the location, which is pretty strong stats. That's the card everybody's running, what is his name called? Kraglin for. But if played with Venus, gets an extra power for it to become a 10-drop. And same with Jane Foster. If Jane Foster hits the card again, another little bonus. Psylocke I thought worked quite well because we have some high-cost cards in here, but also quick drawing Psylocke is just insane. Being able to play a bunch of cards on the last turn, especially if you discount Surta down to 0 cost. Sorry, if you discount SKAAR down to 0 cost, we then have Surta, and then Red Hawk itself. Ares, pretty busted in this list, probably one of the better performing cards here. Thanos Fractured Frontier is here because it's just a strong card, but also because we're going for the quick draws, and also if you hit the Power Stone, it's also a 10+ power card. Hydro Man felt like a pretty good card to put in here. It was always competing with Thanos though for which card to play, and it was never really the favoured one, unfortunately. But the benefit of playing Hydro Man is that on the last turn you can have a 1-drop to play alongside SKAAR if SKAAR has only been discounted once by having played Hydro Man. Otherwise, having a larger turn on the final turn is really nice, especially with the fact that we have a lot of larger cards in here, and the fact that a lot of them are just being quick drawn, so you want to try and get their quick draw effect off on the last turn too. So this deck overall, I think it probably deserves to do better than it was performing for me. Now, I'll say the main issue now before the end of the video. The main issue being that I decided to run a SKAAR and Surta list in a meta where everybody is running Afflict. Everyone's just got Hellcow. All the cards' power is being reduced. People are playing Scorpion, Brand New Day, making SKAAR really tricky to get out early. And I think I said it once or twice in this video that I hope Scorpion Brand New Day gets nerfed. Now, this is me from the past, by the way. I'm saying all of this post OTA, I believe. For you guys, at least. For me, I'm recording this at like 2 PM, so everything I'm saying here is currently yet to happen. Whether I get the video out before the patch is still to be seen, but for where we stand right now, hopefully a few things have changed. If Thanos has been nerfed, then probably just don't run it in this list. I don't think. If it goes below 8 power, which is probably the likely outcome, I still think it will be a strong card. It just won't work in a list like this. So if you guys want to try out the deck, let me know how it performs for you. As I say, I think it should perform better than it did It just ran into some pretty bad matchups. Otherwise, I'll give you my rundown on Red Hawk as a card after this gameplay. Oh, Doc Ock is really messing with our groove here. Huh. Nice little surprise. Another nice little surprise. Okay, so no longer messing with our groove. This is helping us quite a bit, actually. Oh snap. I'll keep Flames of Faultine in hand in case they manage to get something to go left. Because the only thing we can get to go left is Thanos. Jean Grey. Ooh, Jane. It's always Jane, isn't it? Giving us a whole bunch of flames so we can keep this location rolling. I haven't really seen a Jean Grey deck in a while though. And they've got Red Hawk. Okay, let's bear that one in mind. We'll just do flames into SKAAR. Keep the energy flowing. And Starlord doesn't trigger because we used the flames. I'm really confused what kind of deck they're playing. Like a Death, Fractured Frontier kind of thing? I can't guarantee where they're playing. Let's just do that.
I am Groot.
Is it like Arnhem Zola? No, it is Death. And then the Nico.
Got him.
Oh, okay. Well, they got decently close. I see what they're going for. Jean into playing the Guardian, so you guarantee the hits. Bring them back at the end with Death. Pretty cool deck. Ah. New location. Not super helpful when it happens on the first turn though. The Chimichanga could help us get a card above the 10 power stat line. Ravona and a Rocket in a deck. That's got me curious. Always Venus here. Oh, this is looking like another Death deck. Yeah, Serta. It is another Death deck, okay. Psylocke. Probably always Psylocke, right? And then we can put SKAAR back on top of the deck, maybe? Is it always Psylocke? Because the other option is Hydro Man. We're going to reduce something that's going to benefit quite a bit from it. It's probably this instead. SKAAR then gets reduced 3. Please hit Venus. Perfect. Okay, now we think they're probably going to play Death, right? Oh, this is awesome, by the way. We can do SKAAR, probably Ares to secure that location. Groot? Seeing as Groot always becomes 10 in this. Oh, they're snapping as well. They have 4 cards left in their deck, but 14 power is what they'll have to beat. Let's see. That's for Ares, by the way, that I'm doing that. Null. Wait, they snapped with that? Okay, I was expecting something more, but fair enough. Okay, we need Doc Ock to save us. Wow, we really need Doc Ock to save us. No Doc Ock, okay. We're going to have to play this one smart. Oh, SKAAR is actually quite nice. Red Hulk, of course, coming down to lose the power. So it's a Hell Cow deck. This is a problem. Of course they're snapping. Groot gets us 1 higher. Thanos then could be placed here to win the location outright. Let's see. Okay.
I am Groot.
Yeah, Thanos here. If it goes here, it's pointless. I think they've just won that location. So Ajax is actually technically at 4. Even if I do Serta Jane Foster, I don't think we win. They probably put like what's his name in the middle? Scorpion Brand New Day. Which reduces these, well, by 8 each. Meaning I have 2 power here. Yeah.
Escaped.
So by the time this video comes out, the patch will be out, so there might be a couple of differences. It genuinely wouldn't surprise me if they've nerfed Scorpion Brand New Day at this point. Like, I don't think the card is busted, but it's making the meta game very one note, I suppose. You're kind of seeing Luke Cages everywhere. People are trying out Hellcow, which is nice, but because Hellcow is in the game, Hellcow's having more trouble actually performing well, because Scorpion exists everywhere, so Luke Cage exists everywhere, meaning Hellcow doesn't really have a fighting chance, so to speak, so it's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, the fact that Fractured Outpost keeps appearing on the first location for us is not helping. Did you by any chance be Camotage? Middle location, that would help us quite a bit actually. You've got to take your shot. Okay, we've drawn all of our quick draw cards before turn 3. Gwenpool. Okay, so realistically they just win this because they have 2 cheap vibranium cards to play. Let's do... I could use Surta under rock. Either that or Surta can wait, but I think we do Surta just in case I draw Thanos. Yeah, looks like it was a good call. Oh, perfect. And then Soul Shot does, what was it again? Destroy the weakest enemy card, which would be Mirage, and would duplicate a copy of something else. We'd discount our hand. He would die. Well, actually, he wouldn't duplicate something. He would just destroy Mirage. Let's try it here. Maybe he gets Space Stone. No, Power Stone. Power Stone helps Surta though. And Hydro Man. We just do SKAAR Red Hulk. Don't know if left feels strong enough, but maybe. They'd have to put 13 power there. Okay. Our Red Hulk has lost 4 power. Oh, nice. Wasn't entirely sure how that one would go, but
Victory.
Went pretty well. Even with a 3 power Red Hulk. Oh. Let's do this. Thanos v Thanos. Yeah, our hand is a little bit questionable right now. We can get a double Venus thing going. It could be pretty good.
Hi, I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, we lose the raft, which means we pretty much lose the game. Unless they get something bad, you know, you can never be sure. I'm just playing mainly because I know the player rather than the fact that I think I would actually win this. Right. Doing multiple areas is maybe the only way we get out of this alive. Nice, okay, so we get Thanos. Can duplicate areas, destroy Hydra Bob, and draw a card. Maybe he gives himself power too. If we get the Power Stone, we'll actually be pretty set. Ah. Well, never mind. Yeah, we are pretty screwed. Unless some miracle happens, but I doubt it. The other option... Okay, glad we left this location. Our other option was to move Thanos to the right. Oh, it's Blob.
Spider-Man.
Oh, it actually ended up being closer than I expected. GG. Seems to be very unlikely for us to get Doc Ock whenever we have a 3-drop in the left side of our hand we want to quick draw, even though there are 3 of them in the deck, which is a little bit crazy. Ooh. That is perfect. Let's leave Doc Ock for now, because if we quick draw one of our 3 that we want, it's going to be much better to play. Oh, nice, okay. So they will go first. Maybe I should have actually played these pizza slices, because if this becomes... Oh, okay, we're good. They've actually just had all their power reduced there. We don't have Surtur. Surtur would have been a nice card to get. Now, let me think this through. This is going to make a 5, and then this is going to make a 7, whereas if we put them both here, it discounts SKAAR. Actually, I think it would have been fine here. I must have misjudged the math. So they are Sinister Sixing this turn, meaning we can just Thanos them next turn. Therefore, meaning we should try and get another stone in the chamber. Ah, so it was like a Galactus deck, okay. Then what are we expecting? For them to fastball special it? Because if they fastball adamantium... we really need to gamble that we're going to get that destroy stone. It's a 50-50. Please bring it back here. Yeah, okay. And crystal. As I say, it's a 50-50. Nice. Perfect.
Victory.
Gambling 4 cubes on a 50-50 casual. Again, I don't know how we keep falling into this trap, but we don't have a 3-drop on the left of our hand for Doc Ock. I swear this game. Is this going to be Jane Foster? Okay. At least it's not Jane Foster. What do we get? Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is pretty good. Maybe it's just Red Hawk here. Lunar Snow. Okay. They Kraglin, so their toxic deck. They got rid of their Kraglin, they got rid of their Hazmat. Now, here's the question. Do I just Jane Foster them because I drew her and it's probably quite strong? I think so. Frigga. Okay, so we friggered to get a Frigga. We want to prevent them from getting this off, preferably. Do we remove the ice cube now, or do we wait? Probably wait. Onslaught. It's not looking likely that we're going to be able to destroy it. Isn't Ares just better? Probably. And then I'll play this here so we get rid of the ice cube. Okay, I couldn't actually see how many cards they have left in their deck. I was curious if my tracker was wrong, but apparently it's right, so we might be in for some trouble here. Okay, we can't actually prevent them from getting their crazy extra effects off, but if they're going to play Scorpion Brand New Day, that's already 4 energy plus probably Lady Bullseye. That's 5 energy. We could be okay, you know. Let's do Ares and then probably Gilgamesh. Either that or Surta Thanos, but that's not useful. Drawing or discounting, we're not destroying anything. Duplicating these is useless, so let's just see. Hopefully whatever they're doing mainly hits the middle and the right. Well, never mind. Literally hit the left, the one spot we didn't need it to hit. To be fair, if it hit the middle, we probably also would have been in it. Doo-doo. But hitting the right would have been fine for us. Red Hulk Fractured Frontier. This card is quite bad, I think. Getting it quick drawn is so difficult. Like a card like Jane Foster and Psylocke, if you don't quick draw it, it's still like, I can still play this, it's still a fairly decent card. If you get Red Hulk, you don't really want to play it. A lot of the time it will then become a 3/6 quite often. I think, as you saw, I even played it as a 3/4 at one point, which is awful because most cards are just statted above that anyway, and the fact that you have to get it on turn 3 for it to feel useful, unless you're probably running it in a deck with a couple of other 1-drops, and then if you were to draw it on a late turn, you might be able to play it there. Maybe it slots quite well into the Thanos list that I ran for Golden Gauntlet, which, speaking of, that video is still coming. I'm really hoping things don't get nerfed before I release it, because then showing the deck off might be a bit of a pain, but we'll see. Right now, I don't recommend getting Red Hulk. I think I gave it like a 3-star. I think maybe it deserves like a 2.5. Especially when the next season looks like there's some fairly decent cards coming, and the season after looks insane. So I think you're fine, honestly, just saying, yeah, goodbye, Red Hulk. I'll just skip you for now. If you've even clicked on this video, because if you've made it this far on this video and you were already not getting Red Hulk, then thank you so much. Definitely leave the eye emoji. And yeah, I think that about concludes it to the end of the week. Oh, one more thing I wanted to ask is, draft content in general on YouTube seems to be underperforming, not just for me, but for all of the content creators. Now, I have a feeling that's because draft is very roguelite-esque. A lot of people tend to click on these style videos because they want to find out what decks work, what people are playing, whether a card is good, upcoming cards, and all those things. Those are my sort of videos that perform well, whereas draft is just, let's see what the creator randomly drafted, except the mode is openly available to everybody. So let me know if there's any draft content you'd be interested in seeing, because as it stands right now, I tried the guide yesterday, but I think a lot of people already did that, seeing as they had early access, so the guides are already out. Meaning the 2 videos I mentioned yesterday, I might not make because the time investment might not be worth it when I can put time into finishing off the Golden Gauntlet video. But you guys let me know. Where it stands for now, Red Hawk is a no. And I think that's all you really need to know from this video, so if you want to subscribe and stick around for the Golden Gauntlet video that's coming up, and then I guess there's 3 cards next week, so it's going to be quite a busy one again, definitely drop a subscribe, and yeah, I'll speak to you all next time.